So staging is nothing, is more on to is like at what step is your device, so that you want to participate this device to be join your STVN fabric, or you don't want to join the STVN fabric, or you want to exchange the routing or not, right? So vManage can be used to control the level of the trust afforded to a device and how much it will be able to participate into the fabric. Based on that level of a trust, there are these three labels. So I mean, based on those labels which we are putting is the either invalid, staging, or valid, what the device will do at that stage, right? So we need to understand that if we are doing XYZ stage, what is the use case of, and when we need to put in case of any device into that stage. Hey guys, can you hear me by the way? Hello?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought that. Okay, so number one is the invalid stage. So in invalid stage, what will happen? This is the default state when the device is added to the vManage, unless forced to become a valid as a part of the adding it. So when you are adding the device, until you are not, when you are adding in, you will not say that okay, this will directly go into the valid. It will be in a stage of invalid. So that means to say it will not do anything. Now, a device with the trust level of invalid cannot communicate with any of the STWAN element or participate into the STWAN, which mean to say indeed the serial number, chassis number is listed on our device, on our STWAN fabric. You will not be able to participate. You will not be approved as as a valid device. You will not be able to do anything in regards of joining even STWAN fabric, right? Second stage is staging. In this state, device can contact to the vManage, vBond, and vSmart for the purpose of downloading configuration and other onboarding process. What does it mean by that? If let's say I am building up the setting up the STWAN fabric on any of the site, what I can put the device into the staging stage is that it will be just it would be able to talk to the controllers. What are those controllers? vManage, vBond, and vSmart, right? Now, but this will not be still able to do any kind of the traffic forwarding, or would not be able to do any kind of the stuff apart from the kind of the onboarding processes, the staging and all those stuff. So for an example, let's go on a further on a valid. So in a valid, in this state, device can communicate with the other device, mark as a valid, join the overlay fabric, and begin forwarding a traffic. This is the standard operational state of the device that have been onboarded and which are now participated into the solution. So let me take you a moment. So let's say I do have give me one. Let's say I do have my this system and cloud where I do have my controller, controller 1, controller 2, controller 3, right? And here some of the site might have the already VS which are already running, right? Now let's say I want to onboard new device which is coming, let's say on this cloud here. Now this is trying to join the STWAN fabric. Now before, if I have this device chassis number and serial number mark as an invalid state, this will not be approved by bbond and will not be able to join, will not be able to do anything. When I say anything, is that it cannot even download the configuration, it cannot join the fabric, right? But when I do the staging, what will be happen is that this guy will be able to talk to these controllers as a part of the downloading the configuration, downloading the right software, but still this new device will not be able to talk to my remote side. So there will not be any communication like this will be dropped. But when I put the device into the valid stage, now this device will be able to talk to all the devices, right? So the it already have the control connection, but now it start forwarding the traffic. So I hope you understand the difference between all three stages, right? Any question on that? Okay, good. So different stages of the VS in a VMAN is in the below picture. You can see all the devices are onboarded and they are in the valid stage, which means they will all will build the overlay fabric and OMP between the vSmart and VS router are up. So what will happen is that if
Sujit, one doubt.
Mhm.
Once after valid, if the link is down,
Uh-huh.
once the link restored, will it go to valid or staging?
Yeah, it will directly go into the valid. So it would be depending on your the current stage on the vManage. So if your current stage, I mean the previous stage was valid, it will join as a valid. If your stage was staging, it will join into the staging. So what
Okay.
was the previous state, it will join on the previous state until unless you don't forcefully change to make it something else, right?
Oh, okay. Good. Thanks.
Yeah, and it is not mandatory that you have to go by the all the process, like first you need to do invalid and then you need to do staging. You can directly go on a valid, but the point is that if the device is a part of a valid, as soon as it will build up the fabric, it will start doing the routing immediately. So let's say if I'm doing some of the migration from my legacy setup to the new setup, I usually put the device into the staging so that it do everything as a part of the preparation. And once the device is prepared, I can verify everything is okay. Now I will move into the valid so that the device start doing a routing, and the previous one, the legacy one, I can stop, right? So I don't need to wait for the I don't have to more downtime, right? Note, you will never see OMP peering up between the VS because vSmart is the brain of the control plan into the SDN solution. So OMP peering, you will never see OMP peering up between the VSs. So what does it mean by that? So if I do have this SDN cloud, okay, and here is my again controller, right, which are sitting like here. Now, if I do have the, let's say, site A and site B. Now, here this site A is having its own VS, which is again participating into the SDN fabric. Now, what will happen is that if I want to see I will try to see OMP peering. I will never see a OMP peering between the VSA and VSB. Now, what is the OMP? Is the protocol which is being used to build the SD-WAN information. I mean, SD-WAN and overlay, right? To build the SD-WAN fabric. So it's the same like a route reflector. In this one, all the, I mean, OMP or kind of the BGP neighborship is built up between the vSmart to VS, not VS to VS. So in our legacy stuff, what we do is that one router is a neighbor of the other router, right? That's how they exchange the routing. But in this one, the one router is not a neighbor of the other router. It is a neighbor of the third router, which is a vSmart. So this vSmart is holding all the power to do whatever it want to do in regards of the controlling the control plane. So that mean to say, when I would be seeing the routing, it will be always learned from the vSmart instead of the VH. So let's say if I'm getting a 10.10.10 here and I want to see the routing on the B, I will see that I'm getting this route from vSmart instead of the A, right?
So all the devices would be enabled with the vSmart only.
So they will be never with the vSmart. Now vSmart, what vSmart will do is that it will be relaying the information. So like this one got here. Now this will do the validation of whatever is needed and will forward the route to this one, right? Okay. Any question guys on this one? Okay. So now the other stuff is that how to pull out those serial number and chassis number into the vSmart, because I need to have those. I need to have those chassis number and serial number somewhere on my vManage, so this can tell the vBond or vSmart that these are the right set of the devices, which you can let them join the fabric, right? So that's where we have uh, the the whitelisting mechanism, and that for that whitelisting mechanism, we have to upload the serial number and chassis number information on my vManage, so that vManage can push to the other controllers. And note, this information of the serial number and chassis number is pushed to the controllers only, not to the VSs, right? So upload the VS information on the vManage NMS. Like we have already mentioned, chassis number and serial number is needed by we want to onboard any new device on the SD-WAN overlay network. However, this information need to be shared by the vManage to the vBond, right? So if I'll take you for a moment, as this is my vManage, right? And this is my, let's see, vBond, right? And here I have my vSmart. Now here it is connected all on the cloud. Now I want to onboard one device which is somehow connected here, right? Now if this want to get to this vBond authenticated by this vBond, how it has to be authenticated? This vBond should have certain information to approve this device, right? And this information will be again shared on the secure tunnel, which is a DTLS tunnel, right? Now what I am doing is that I'm uploading the information on the VM, this vManage, and this vManage is sending to the vBond, right? Now once this vBond is having that information, it will approve. If it doesn't, it will drop, right? So that's the purpose of this serial number and chassis number upload, right? Now Cisco has provided two options to upload this information on your vManage. Number one is the Sync Smart account. So there is something called here, you see Sync Smart account. What it will do, you can sync vManage with the Cisco Smart account, and it will pull the serial number and chassis number information. Note, it require your vManage should able to communicate to the Cisco portal, right? It's general thought, right? If it is, I'm doing the Sync Smart account sync, click, what it is going to do, it is somehow in a backend going to talk to you, the Cisco portal, right? And on this Cisco portal, based on your organization, it will pull out that information and will let this pull from the uh, from your smart account, right? Similarly, the other way is that upload WAN as list. This is here, right? So you can download your serial file from the smart account. Same, the one is that you directly sync your vManage to the Cisco portal. Other one is that you download a file from there and upload it on the vManage, right? So here you can see that we have two option, either of them we can use it, right? So VS list and Sync Smart account, right? So this is under the configuration, device, VS list, and into the VS list we can use either of them. Note your organization name is a very important, very critical part. So I have always said that use the same organization in your lab or production, whatever it is. If your production, use your company V Smart. I mean your company organization name where they have registered with the uh, with that to the Cisco, right?